Welcome. I am so excited to be here with you and to talk to you all about setting the tone for a really good day. And how I love to do that personally is to have a vibrant morning routine. And I layer in all kinds of things, but we're going to talk about specifically essential oils for a vibrant morning routine in our time together today. So I'm Jenny. I'm your presenter for our workshop. This is the Natural Living Club, also sponsored by Aromatics International and the Aromahead Institute. We have so much fun over in our Natural Living Club talking about ways to just live a more toxin-free lifestyle so we can live longer, healthier, and happier all together. We have just over 2,400 people in our club. We would love to welcome you into our group. We have so much fun doing live events, extra workshops, which I'll tell you about. We have one coming up this Friday. We're going to be setting our vision for the last final push for this year together. So many times it's easy to want to start the year strong. Well, inside of the Natural Living Club, we're going to look at how to finish the year strong together as a group. And so we're going to have a lot of fun doing that. So I'd love for you to do me a huge favor. If you could like this video and pop into the comments, what is one big reason that gets you out of bed in the morning? Maybe it's something creative. Maybe it's something like your job. Maybe it's a family member. Maybe it's your family. Maybe it's your dog or your cat, or something you're working towards, a big goal. What is one thing that is bringing you to us today to really set the tone for a really good day? One big goal that you have in your life that you want to pop in and share with us in the chat. And you can also put the word silent if your goal is something you want to keep to yourself. Maybe you're wanting to launch a new business. Maybe you're looking for a promotion. Maybe you are trying for your fourth child, whatever it might be, and you don't want to say what it is to the group. You can also put in silent, and we'll know that you have a big goal and it's private, and that's perfect. There's nothing, that's wonderful. We respect that. So I want to take a second and just say hello, Peggy. Hi, Jenny. Not a morning person at all. Well, you know what? I've got some great oils just for you, Peggy. I vacillate towards different things. Sometimes I'm a morning person. Sometimes I'm a night person. If I am working on a project, a lot of times I'm an evening night person where I really, my creativity really hits kind of in the middle of the day, or sometimes at night I work really well and I just get into that state of flow, which means then I'm not a morning person because I've been up late working or doing something, or sometimes I really prioritize a morning because I'm doing an event like this. So when I'm doing a live event specifically, I try to get up extra early. I try to go through, I have certain things I like to do with things I really want to read and interact with. I love watching the sun come up. So there's different times of my life. I am a morning person. Today I was a morning person, which is great since we're doing a whole event on how to have a vibrant morning. Joyce is saying I need to make more time for myself. I love that. And especially if you are in our Natural Living Club, it's such a great time to focus in on the last part of the year as we're about to go into the holidays, to really carve out time for yourself and different ways to support every aspect of your health. We're going to look at different areas of what makes a happy, healthy person. And when all of these different things in our lives, our health, our mental ability to focus and regulate, and our ability to be spiritually fulfilled, all of these things create for a happier person. So we're going to look at that together as we do our vision board workshop, which is exclusively for our Natural Living Club members, happening this Friday, September 12th at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, which is 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Tanya, I am a morning person. Well, that's fantastic. I love morning people. My mother, Karen, who does a lot of these presentations with us over in the Aromahead Institute and at Aromatics here at Natural Living Club as well, she is a morning person, which is great. All right. Time to start making gifts for the holidays. Rosemary is saying, newly retired and need to set a new routine for myself. Winter on the way and I can't stay in bed all day. Well, there you go. I love it. Okay, so on a scale of, let's say, 1 to 5, One being you're not a morning person at all, and five being you are a morning person, you live for the mornings. Where do you fall in that scale typically? If you were going to do an average of all of your days together, are you number one, not a morning person, or are you number five, you are a morning person? I'm probably, I would say, a 3.75. That's where I would put myself. So let us know in the comments where you fall on that scale. One being I am not a morning person, five being I am a morning person. Let's get after it. Okay, while you're putting in your answers into the chat, I want to take us over inside of the Natural Living Club and point out a couple of things for us to keep in mind. So I'm going to go over here. I've got my settings. I'm going to go default. Here we go. Okay, so a couple of things. For our Natural Living Club members, you have a special gift this week. Now, this week we're looking at, again, in our live event today, how to set the tone for a really successful morning. So we've got this post going over in the Natural Living Club, and starting today through Monday, Monday at noon, we are going to be, anyone who orders from Aromatics International, anything over $25, you're going to be receiving a free roll-on, which is our Ignite blend, which is all about igniting passion and just really getting after your goals. So I thought it was a perfect blend to highlight this week as we're getting into setting up really successful morning routines. So we have this blend in a stock blend, which just means just essential oil. We also have it in a 10 ml roll-on. And this 10 ml roll-on is so great to pop in your purse or your backpack or your briefcase. Do people have briefcases anymore? Whatever it might be that you take around, you can easily pop in your bag, your backpack, whatever. Just put it on your pulse points or right there on your wrist and just smell that in. And it just really helps your mind and your body to align and to say, okay, it's time to ignite. It's time to get some stuff done. So anyone who places an order, if you're in our Natural Living Club and you are a member, over $25 between now and Monday at noon, this coming Monday at noon, we'll give you a free 10 ml roll-on, which is a fantastic gift, just as an extra thank you for being a Natural Living Club member. Now, here in this post, if you're new to us in the Natural Living Club, each week around this time of the week, I pop in a post and I ask for you to weigh in the comments, and then I choose 3 lucky winners. I still have to choose my 3 lucky winners from our post last week. Our whole family went over to Walla Walla, Washington, and we visited family. We had such a great time visiting aunts and uncles and cousins. My grandpa and my grandma Sandy live over there. We had such a great time doing all of that. So we got in late last night. So I'll be choosing my winners after this presentation for our post last week. So this week, pop in your big reason for wanting to wake up and claim the day. 3 people will be selected to win a $25 gift card, which is so fun. I love this quote from Marcus Aurelius. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, and to love. I love that so much. So we're claiming that today as we go through our presentation. Okay, now we've been having a lot of fun here in the Natural Living Club. We've been having a lot of fun doing drop by drop blending, which means we don't have a specific recipe we're working with today. We're about to create a recipe together. Now, there's different ways to approach blending. You always need to know a few things: the who, what, when, where, why of what you're doing with essential oils. So if you're new to blending, or as a refresher, just keep in mind who you're blending for. That will really inform which oils you reach for. You also want to look at why you're blending and the duration of the blend. If you're blending for a specific therapeutic purpose, or you're blending for a specific age of person, all of that influences how much oil you use and which oils you reach for. So you really need to have that overarching idea of why you're reaching for what essential oil, and that will help us determine which oil to choose into which moment. Now, this is really important. When you invite the right oils into the right moment, you're going to have incredible results with your essential oil work. If you are haphazardly choosing oils only on aroma, you will have some beginner's luck and you will have some luck with your oils, but you won't have that targeted, intentional result that you're really looking for. So you want to really dial it in. It's the same thing with anything. If you are cooking a recipe, you want to choose the right herbs, spices to go with that dish. Depending on the time of year you're cooking, what you're looking for, who you're feeding, how many people you're feeding. There's so many crossovers with how we approach cooking in the kitchen to blending with our aromatherapy toolkit. So again, we're looking today at how to blend for a successful morning routine, a really wonderful morning routine to get us up and going. So we are going to be working with different essential oils that I've pre-selected. We'll be doing the drop by drop method. We'll be making an inhaler blend together. Now we'll be making it together. And then after this event, I'll post the recipe inside of our Natural Living Club. And that's how you will be able to access and look for the recipe to really help with your particular morning. Now, when it comes to blending, keep in mind, a really balanced blend comes together when you're choosing different aromatic notes that work really well. Typically, that can be a top, middle, and base note. And when you have those aromas that really dance together really well, you're going to have a more balanced blend. That's not always the case. You can put 3 citruses together. They're going to be very similar in terms of how they're classified, and it's a beautiful blend. So that's not the only way we approach blending. We also look at chemistry of the blend in terms of which chemical components, which are the researched chemical components, where folks have done studies on, let's say, how linalool impacts the system. Different essential oils are rich in different chemical components. And so when you're selecting the oils rich in the chemical component you're really looking for to help with that therapeutic or emotional aspect, you're going to get more results with your oils. You can also blend by plant part, and I love doing that too. So let's go ahead and, first of all, I want to smell this Ignite blend, because this Ignite blend, you could, and I've got it pulled up here on my screen. Let's go up here. This particular blend is so wonderful to inspire vibrant energy and creativity. It has ingredients of rosemary, chemotype camphor. Now remember, our rosemaries have different chemotypes depending on where they're grown. This is not the verbenone. This is the camphor rosemary, and it has that reputation for just really waking up our senses. We've been blending a lot with rosemary this past few weeks, so if you want to learn more about rosemary, you can also go and watch the replays for those events. We're also in this particular blend. I didn't mean to go to peppermint. Let's go back to Ignite. We've got our peppermint essential oil. We've got I'm going to go down here. There's a better way to find this. Click the white. Anywhere that's white. And then hover. Go back. Click out. And then hover. Great. We can also go down to our drop downs. I'm going to go like this and like this and like this. Now you can also see all of the ingredients. Spike lavender, peppermint. Scroll back up. Yep. So we've got our spike lavender, which is different than our lavandula angustifolia. We've got our peppermint. We've got our rosemary, chemotype camphor. We've got our lemon essential oil. And then we've got this particular oil right here, which is blended in jojoba if you are in the 10 ml roll-on. So those are the ingredients. If you want the stock blend, which you can do, that's where you would use, and you could blend it with other oils, which I love doing as an ingredient all on its own. Let's open this one up. It smells so good. It really just creates that desire to have that vibrant energy and creativity. And I think it's such a great blend to usher into any good morning routine. And you can just add 6 to 8 drops into your diffuser. And you can even just blend just with this particular in-house aromatics blend on its own. Or you can, again, use it and layer it in your drop-by-drop method, which is a pretty cool thing to do. All right, so let's go and talk and look at our different oils for how to have a wonderful, successful morning. So in the comments, if you're just joined us, be sure and get involved and pop into the comments. What is your big why right now? And it can change day to day, but what is your big why for getting up in the morning? Maybe it's a creative project that you're doing. Maybe it's a house project. Maybe it's a new business that you want to start. Maybe it's how to infuse new life into an existing business. Whatever it might be, maybe it's how to just have a more balanced family life throughout the day. Whatever your big why is, just pop that in. This is my journal. I love these journals. This is my Aromahead journal, and this is where I've been doing my drop-by-drop blends during these live events for our Natural Living Club. So I'm going to pop in the date, which is going to be September 10, 2025. Now I'm going to put my title up here, and I'm doing this so that you can kind of see how professional aromatherapists will often blend in their own kitchens, in their own homes, in their own studios, for example. And I love keeping track of what I'm doing by giving myself some notes. So I've got my date here in my journal, and you can do this at home as well. And I really encourage you to have a personal blending journal because we all have different relationships to these oils. There's researched components, there's different ways that we recommend using oils, but ultimately you are the gold standard for which oils you want to invite into your life and how they help you and impact you. So it's good to just keep notes on different success stories you've had with oils or different combinations that did not work well. A few weeks ago, I was here on a Saturday morning blending for one of our workshops that we were doing. And I made a blend that smelled, again, just like beef jerky. It was terrible. I was not looking for that aroma at all, unless you want to blend. Maybe someone in your life loves the smell of beef jerky. I do not typically care for it when I'm working with essential oils. So I made a note of that particular blend. Those oils dance better with other oils, right? And so you just need to get to know yourself and your own nose. And a lot of times in life, the oils we gravitate towards change when we're in our hills and valleys of life. And our hills and valleys of life differ in different decades, different seasons, different situations that we're going through, whether they're wonderful or whether they're challenging. We gravitate towards different oils at different moments of life. So it's just good to start getting to know your relationship with oils and what's speaking to you right now. And I love that essential oils and time work so closely together. They have such a synergy in that we need to allow the essential oil work to be a part of our mind, our body, and our soul in a very intentional way, which means often we're taking deeper breaths when we're working with our essential oils, regulating our nervous system even naturally. By doing that, we're really inhaling, we're letting ourselves be with that oil, letting it interact with our system, seeing how we're reacting, and that allows time to slow down. It puts us in an old world place where we're able to really connect with plants the way humans are designed to connect with plants. Throughout the ages, our relationship with plants have been so important to our health and our longevity. So that is why I love the essential oil process of selecting oils to being with oil. It really allows time to stand still, which is a huge gift to ourselves because we all need more time in our day. Okay, so I'm going to put here ignite, and I'm going to put morning routine because that's why we're blending today. We're blending for a vibrant morning routine. Now, I don't know about you, but my morning routine involves intentionally getting up at a specific time, whatever that time might be. Again, when I'm doing events like this, I like to really get up with the sun. So today I was up before the sun and I was watching it light up the sky. I have big windows facing the Sapphire Mountains here in Western Montana. And I was watching the light start to dance off of the clouds and the mountains, and I love waking up that way. Now, many of you have kids at home. You're waking up in a whole different fashion. You are, when I was with my family this weekend, my little nephew and I, we bunk up often when we go on family trips. He's 4. He's just a wonderful, amazing human, and he was sleeping right in my room on the floor on his really cushy, comfy mat, and he was waking up yesterday morning, and he put his little hand up and I put my hand down, and we were holding hands quietly for 10 minutes, and I knew that was a quick 10 minutes. And then he wanted stories, he wanted to get up and play. So your morning waking up routine might look much different or similar to mine, depending on what it is. So I like to wake up and I like to get up and going. I like to, again, I've got dogs in my life, so I'm feeding the dogs. I'm putting on different audiobooks. In this case, I was listening to that audiobook I recommended last week. I can't remember the name of it, but it's a book all about just again, igniting passion and fulfilling and working on your big goals. And I'll pop the that particular book, I will pop it in again because it's a wonderful read when I post the replay of this particular event in our Natural Living Club. I love reading different things as well. One of my very favorite things to read is by Ryan Holiday, and it's called The Daily Stoic, and it has a daily reading for every single day in the calendar year, and it's a very inspiring book for me to get up and read. So whatever it is, I like to have things in addition to my essential oils that give me structure to just really being inspirational when it comes to every single sense, right? Hot coffee or hot tea might be for you, or hot lemon water, whatever it might be. A good inspirational read, setting the tone on every level with healthy, good nutritional food, whatever that looks like for you, to really set up your day for success. Again, really claiming that big why. Why are you getting up today? What is your big goal for the day? So there are different essential oils I love to invite into this space. Now, when we're blending for something like igniting our passion for the day, or igniting our energy for the day, really setting that energetic goal of having a wonderful day with oils, we're blending more for oils that we love in terms of plant part and aromatic note. Of course, our chemistry always matters, but when you're doing that, you're looking for oils that really you're drawn to, that provide that get up and go. Now, I would love to have you weigh in the comments. What is one essential oil that really just helps you feel inspired? What essential oil do you already have in your morning routine? Or what is one essential oil that you think would be a wonderful asset to your morning routine in terms of just creating a good set to the day? All right. I have some oils here that I've selected, but I would love to know what you have over there. So we've got ginger that we're going to be working with today. Possibly Sitka spruce. I'm going to put it right here as a maybe. So this little bowl is going to be where we're going to do our drop by drop inhaler blend. These are oils we are most certainly going to use. These are our maybe oils. Again, we'll see how the oils start to dance when we do our drop by drop method. Okay. We are going to have potentially cardamom with us today. We are going to have our black pepper here. As we were going over Highway 12 from Walla Walla to Lolo, Montana, there's a cedarwood forest we went and walked through, and it was just beautiful, right on the Lochsaw River. And the cedarwood trees are between, they're up to 3,000 years old in this particular grove. And it just struck me as phenomenal. And so I wanted to use and work with cedarwood today. I have so many good options. Potentially bergamot, we might invite into this blend. I've got my green vetiver here, which is a new oil to Aromatics International. It's gorgeous. Potentially blood orange, we'll put right here. And I've got other oils. Macrot lime, potentially we'll put right here. And that's where we're going to start with when it comes to our drop by drop method. Now, I want to, sweet orange, love that. Wild orange, grapefruit, peppermint, sandalwood. There you go. Spearmint, just got the hydrosol. I know. I've got some hydrosols I want to mention really quickly too. And again, hydrosols are the water portion of the distillation. So they have a little essential oil in them, but they're more aligned to the chemistry of the plant in terms of the herb. So it's a different tool for your aromatherapy toolkit. And I love using hydrosol just on its own to really cleanse a space, whether of energy or of germs or whatever it might be, just to refresh and do a reset. So you could take a hydrosol and spray it all around your kitchen or your or wherever you are doing your morning routine. Maybe it's outside on your deck, or maybe you have a space all set up in your basement or living room. You could just take that hydrosol and spritz it all around. A couple I wanted to mention. Ginger is so great for this time of year as we're heading into pumpkin spice season here in all over the world. We're heading into Halloween is approaching. It's time to get into our spice oils into our pumpkin spice groove. And I love ginger hydrosol for just spritzing around and just really cleansing and uplifting. It's a great way to set the tone in a really quick fashion, especially those of you who are packing lunches, getting kids out the door. You could just do a quick ginger spritz and you're good to go. I also wanted to highlight the chai spice hydrosol, which is gorgeous. I love having chai spice hydrosol in my bathroom this time of year or kitchen just to give an extra little spritz. It's quick. You don't need to do any kind of drop by drop method. It's really quick aromatherapy, and I love quick aromatherapy for when things are on the go and we need to just have something right there immediate. I love that. Our cinnamon hydrosol, we're going to be talking about our spices in terms of hydrosols and essential oils. We're going to be doing gifts for the holiday season. And our cinnamon hydrosol is a wonderful thing to have in your own home and to gift to people. It's a great thing. I don't want to forget our furry friends who want to get up and go in the morning, which means cats, the cats in our lives. We have catnip hydrosol, and my cats love catnip hydrosol. You can take a little bit and spray on your carpet or on a pillow or a couch. Cats just go crazy for catnip hydrosol. They start doing tricks and running around. They get the zoomies, and it's a lot of fun. They have a lot of fun, and it's a lot of fun to watch them do that. So catnip hydrosol is really great. If you have cats in your lives you want to include in your morning routine, I highly suggest grabbing some catnip hydrosol. Okay, so we've got our oils here. We need to figure out which 3 oils we're going to invite into this inhaler blend. Now, as we do that, there's different things we can blend for when it comes to a vibrant routine, whether it is to wake up so that our mind is able to do the things we need to do in the day, whether it's to really focus in on a short-term or long-term goal, which was what we were blending for last week. So if you want to go and look for essential oils for focus here on our Aromahead YouTube channel, you're going to love that event. So I would love for you to weigh in the comments when it comes to you thinking about yourself. What should we blend for when it comes to morning routine? Maybe it's lifting the fog. Maybe it is you're waking up. Maybe it is really claiming and grounding yourself because a lot is going on and you want to really focus in on your day. You have your goals, your journaling, whatever it is. So pop in some aspect of your morning routine that you would like to blend for. Once we know specifically what we're blending for, and I'm going to look at the comments to help us with this. Once we know specifically what we're blending for, we'll be able to really narrow in and select our 3 oils from all of these options that can really help. Again, we're not just blending for a gorgeous aromatic blend, which we will be creating. We're blending for an intention. So let's choose something that might really, some aspect of a morning routine that you would like to blend for. Positivity. I love that, Marcy. That might be the winner right there. Let's go ahead and start smelling our oils. I need to start calibrating. We've got our gorgeous ginger. I love it so much. This particular ginger is steam distilled from the fresh ginger. A lot of distillers will do it from dried ginger. The chemistry is almost identical. The aroma is quite different. Oh, I love ginger. It smells just like the most vibrant piece of ginger you can imagine. It really helps with that, opening the mind into just waking up our mind. Chili. All right. Jump start. I love that. Peaceful and grounding, something that's uplifting, facing another day and whatever it may bring. I know it's all about, sometimes it feels like we're playing Mario Kart in our lives, right? We're jumping up and down, and we're doing tucks and rolls. We're figuring it out, fighting our final bosses. Grounding for sure, opening up for the day. I like that. Okay, let's go with blending this inhaler for a morning routine that's focused on bringing in positivity. I like that, Marcy. Thank you for popping that in. Okay, so we're blending for positivity. That does help me adjust a little bit. I love ginger. Let's smell some macro lime. I know we've got a lot of folks who love lime in this group. It's a beautiful lime. I just want to smell ginger and lime together. See how we're doing with that? Ginger and lime together smell amazing to my nose. I love the smell of ginger and lime together. That might be something we pursue even more in this blend. Let's smell ginger and let's smell our cedarwood. I chose cedarwood deodora. There's different cedarwoods. That's beautiful. Let's see how it goes cap by cap together. I've got ginger and I've got my cedarwood, specifically Cedrus deodora. Oh, that's really good. That smells so nice together. Again, not all oils smell really good to me together. So I like to find oils that I think really complement each other. That's really nice. Now I want to spend a little time, I love all of these. I love all these suggestions that are coming in. I want to spend a little time too with cardamom and ginger. Let's see what happens with cardamom and ginger. Oh, that's really nice. That's really nice. To me, I want more ginger than cardamom. Oh, that's gorgeous. Okay, I want to do, let's check black pepper out with this combination and see how we're doing. Black pepper smells really good in there. Again, it has that spicy, not sweet at all, poppy black pepper smell. We could go that direction. Let's see what happens if we take the black pepper aside. I want to smell Sitka spruce. I've been thinking a lot about Sitka spruce in Iceland lately. I can't wait to go back. I've been thinking about my dear friend Hundrus. She walked me through the Sitka spruce groves in Iceland. It was just magical. That smells so good. I'm loving Sitka spruce, cardamom, and ginger all together. Let's just see what happens. I'm just so curious. And again, if we get more than 4 oils, we're going to start to get very complex. I've got bergamot here. I just want to see how that dances around. That is really nice. I'm going to just see what happens if I take Sitka spruce out, and that will leave me with cardamom, ginger, and bergamot. Let's see what happens. That's really good. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Okay, how are we doing over here? I'm going to take a minute. Beatrice, I know, I love this. So Karen and I were talking more and more about how to give you a backstage pass into how we put together blends and how we go about the process. And so we have been, we talked about how it would be fun to continue the drop-by-drop method, smelling caps, to show you how we put together blends. And then we'll put the polished blends, the finished blends into our Natural Living Club. But you're very much a part of this process. Yes, cardamom is more of a fall note. That's what has me kind of on the edge too of this. Do we include it or not? Because we're still late summer and we have a lot of fall ahead of us. So with that in mind, let's take out cardamom just to see. I'm drawn to cardamom right now, but let's just see what happens. If we just have our ginger and our bergamot, let's just smell those two together. Oh, that smells so good. Now, what if we take and we do, let's get organized. I don't want to get too unorganized. Let's put our cardamom back on. What if we do our ginger, our bergamot, and our green vetiver? This could be it, guys. This could be it. That is so nice. That is so beautiful. We've got ginger, bergamot, and vetiver. Let's go ahead and lock in on that. I think those 3 oils coming together, blending for our morning routine inhaler, looking for optimism. That's what we're blending for right now. We're blending for optimism. Let's go ahead and lock in on those particular oils. So I'm going to get organized here, and then we're going to do our drop-by-drop method. But you see how you can really take oils that you have, figure out which oils are good for the thing you want to blend for, either yourself or the person you're blending for, invite them into this process. When you're blending for someone and you're inviting them into the process of blending, it's so much fun to watch their face come alive. When people are empowered people are empowered by decisions, when they are able to take ownership over an experience, when they're able to, with guidance, with your guidance, they're able to select the oils that are really speaking to their heart in that moment. That's where the magic of this entire experience lies. And I also love essential oil work as an excuse to have conversations with people. Sometimes it can be just a really quick, hi, how are you? I'm doing fine. How are you doing? And a lot of times when you are blending with someone one-on-one and having conversations, either as a client and you're doing an intake form and you're creating a blend for them in a professional way, or you've invited a neighbor for a cup of tea across the street, you're able to have deeper conversation around life and what's going on with them. When you're asking them about their essential oil preference, it's a way to be there and hold space for someone without it feeling too intrusive. And I love that piece about essential oil work. Okay, so we've got our green vetiver. We have our ginger. And we have our bergamot. So I'm going to take our other almost selections, which we easily could have gone with as well. We're going to put those over to the side. Over here. We've got our bowl. Now you could also do this with passive diffusion on, let's say, aromaspheres, for example. Or you could do that you could make this same blend into a diffuser blend. We're doing an inhaler blend because it's fun to do that. And I'll show you the drop by drop method. And then you can take that inhaler and you can use it every morning to really set the tone for your day or whoever you're blending for. All right, let's go ahead. I'm doing a quick check right here. I know, I love that we've got so many people who the chat is so alive in these events as well. I wish I could just have one eye fully on the chat at all times. I like to go back through and read all of your comments after. So we'll have a little Q&A at the end of this as well. So I've got my 3 oils. So I've got my journal here. I'm going to write optimism on the very top of this. Optimism. Optimism. I've got my 3 oils. I've got bergamot, because remember we're doing our drop by drop method. For an inhaler blend, we're looking for 15 to 18 total drops. We've got bergamot. We've got our ginger. And we've got our green vetiver. I love it. Green vetiver is different than, there's different types of vetiver. We could do a whole event on the differences of the vetivers. This is beautiful. Again, it even says right here to promote optimism as one of its things. It's really good for helping with stress, helping with just skincare, and helping with optimism. That's so great. Things just work out the way they're supposed to. Green vetiver smells a little bit different than the regular dark vetiver. It's a little bit lighter. It still has that deep, grounding, gorgeous note you're looking for in a vetiver, but it's a little bit more of a lighter personality to me in my nose. It's beautiful. So we've got our green vetiver right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and smell our caps all together. I love that. Okay, so I know that for my nose, I want this bergamot to really come through. Ginger and green vetiver have a big personality. So does bergamot, but it's lighter and it's up here and we could easily overwhelm it. So I want it to be able to have a really robust presence in this blend. And so I'm going to do more drops of my bergamot than I'm going to do of the other oils. So let's go ahead and start with, so we want 15 to 18 drops total, right? 15 to 18 drops total. I'm going to go ahead and start with 5 drops. I'm going to go up to 7 drops of vetiver. I just really want to, or bergamot. I really want to get in there. Bergamot is such a great oil to really kickstart our morning and to focus on optimism. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. 7 drops of bergamot. It's beautiful. You can even do a whole inhaler of bergamot just on its own. I love that. Now I need to put my 5 drops here. You could do 5 dashes or the number 5. I'm doing the number 5 because it's easier when I'm doing a live event for me to add up my aroma math live. So I have 5 drops there. We did 7 drops. Thank you. 7 drops. As I was saying it, I was like, wait a second. 7 drops. I've got my number 7 down there. Now I'm going to do equal parts. I'm going to do 2 drops of ginger. 2 drops of ginger. 2 drops of green vetiver. Vetiver is one of those oils that's really resinous. We may need to take the cap off and do a pipette. Let's do that. Thankfully, I've got a whole team of help right here. Thank you. Can you take the top off with that little tool? We've got Devin right here who's ready to jump in. I love that. Thank you. Green. It's pretty green, which is so cool. It's so green. Look at that. My goodness. This is the first time. This is such a new oil for us at Aromatics International. It's brand new. It's here. It's in stock. So if you want to, here's the wonderful thing about our oils at Aromatics International. They are small scale distillers. Often these distillers do a limited run. They only have so much oil for the growing season, which means when we get a batch of oil in, there's only that much oil for the whole year. So there are certain oils I always stock up on because they're limited runs. Now this green vetiver is new to us. We have a certain amount in. When it's done until the next growing season. So if you're interested in trying green vetiver, I would get your green vetiver. So I'm going to go ahead and take this pipette because it's a resinous oil, a super resinous oil. Oh my goodness, look at that green color. Oh, it's a forest, a deep forest green. I'm going to do 1, 2. Oh my goodness, I love that. Wow, that's really cool. I have not seen the green color like that. I knew it was green, but I didn't know how green. That is so awesome. Oh, this is coming together so well. We've got our 7 drops of bergamot in here, which is going to give us a total of 11 drops. Our 2 drops of ginger and our 2 drops of vetiver. Now I'm just absolutely smitten with this green vetiver, so I just want to put all vetiver in, but let's stay level-headed. Oh, that's gorgeous. I'm going to do even 2 more drops of bergamot here. I got 4 more drops. All right. That's really beautiful. It's coming together so well. The ginger and the vetiver are present, but they're more subtle. That bergamot is coming out, which is what I want it to do. I wanted it to do. Oh, it's beautiful. Let's make sure we've got our math right. We've got 11 plus 4. We're at our 15. We only have room for 3 more drops. I'm going to do 1 more of ginger. Oh, 1 more ginger. See where we're at here. That's perfect. I'm for my nose. Now, again, this is where you can play around with your drop by drop method. And maybe you want to change things around. Maybe you want green vetiver to be the star of this blend. Obviously, I either consciously or subconsciously wanted bergamot to be the star of this blend for me in my optimistic morning routine. Oh, that is so beautiful. So our final number of drops I'm adding up here, we've got 11 drops of bergamot. We have 3 drops of ginger. We have 2 drops of this gorgeous green vetiver. That's the ticket. That's beautiful. Now we need to choose a name for this blend. So our intention is to ignite our morning routine specifically around optimism. What should we name this blend? Put in your suggestions into the comments. What should we name this blend? I'm going to go ahead and put my caps back on here. Really, we should have put the caps on earlier. I just got so excited about this because, do we have a paper towel? Because you just want to minimize as much as possible any air contact at all with your essential oils. Thank you so much. So I'm going to lay out my green vetiver here. Oh my goodness. I'm obsessed now. We've got our bergamot. Let's put our caps on while different names are coming in. I want to make sure. I'm going to leave that orifice reducer off the green vetiver, and I will just know with both of my vetivers, I need to use a pipette when we blend on these events. Putting these caps on. Okay, good. We've got some suggestions rolling in with what we should name our blend. Get up and go, jump start, oh happy day. I love that. Bright start, giddy up. How fun. Okay, so now let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and do a pink inhaler. I'm going to grab my polyester wick. I've got my lotion right here because you know me. If you've been on these events before, I don't mind taking the wick and soaking up all the oil. Some people are really sensitive to essential oil. You would want to put on a glove or use tweezers. That's your personal decision to make. Of course, when you're blending with oils like the cinnamons, I would definitely recommend tweezers. These oils, I feel very safe working with. Our bergamot's the one that it can be phototoxic if you put it on your skin and go out into the sun. So I'm going to be aware of that. I'm not planning on spending really any time in the sun today. I have all kinds of stuff to do to get ready for our workshop on Friday. Our vision board workshop for our Natural Living Club members, I'll tell you all about. So I need the bottom to this inhaler. I love this. All right, I'm going to go ahead. Let's name this blend Giddy Up. I'm enjoying that. Let's name this blend Giddy Up. It's time to get up, be optimistic about our day. It's time to seize the day and set the tone for our day. All right, so I'm going to take and move these oils over here. I've got all of the pieces to my inhaler that I need. So I'm going to go ahead. Oh, it just soaks right up. Even if you just put in the wick right there, see, it's just soaking it all up. I barely need to touch it at all. In fact, I don't even need to. That was pretty cool. It was like a straw and just soaked up the oil. It's that ready to be our new Giddy Up inhaler. Wow. All right. I didn't even need to touch the oil. That was pretty cool. That was amazing. All right, so now I'm going to take this, pop it into my inhaler, pop on the inhaler. We call it a butt. Snap it into place. It did not snap. There we go. It snapped into place. Now this is called a personal inhaler for this reason. I'm going to take it. It's my personal inhaler because I'm going to put it right up my nose. That is so beautiful. That is so beautiful. I love that. I love that aroma so much. It makes me so happy. So I'm going to keep this in my kitchen. I do my journaling and my reading right there at my dining room table. I'm going to keep this inhaler beside my morning setup. And I'm going to think of us every single morning as I am going into our vision board journal routine between now and the end of the year with this group here in the Natural Living Club. We are going to end the year strong together. I love this Giddy Up inhaler blend. Beautiful. Thank you so much. So after this event, I will go in and put in to our Natural Living Club. This is what it looks like if you're new to this whole concept. I will go ahead and put in here. I will pin to the top the recipe. Well, I'm not going to pin it to the top because I need to pin this post to the top. So let's just do it together right now. We're going to go ahead. I love this post and we're going to unpin for right now because we have other things to pin for the moment, but I love that post. I'm going to go ahead and pin this post so you have it right there. I think what I'll do, because we can only pin so many things, we can only pin 3 things. Inside of this post, set the tone for your day and a special gift. I'll put in at the bottom the recipe that we did together. Our Giddy Up inhaler blend, that's where I'll pop it in right here. That concludes our recipe formulating drop by drop for today. Now I want to wrap that up before I tell you all the different things we have coming up, which I'm so excited to tell you all about. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to put my journal aside for now. We'll be back to it We're going to come back to this journal a lot starting this coming Friday, September 12th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, where we're going to kick off our vision board workshop. Now, this vision board workshop you can attend in 2 different ways, and let's go ahead and pop that link into chat. But it is aromahead.com/NLC is where you can go to become a Natural Living Club member. There's 2 ways to join our vision board workshop, where we're going to create goals and kick off our time together to finish the year strong. There's 4 different quadrants we're going to look at to create more happiness and health for ourselves as we finish out the year together. So I'll tell you what those 4 different areas are on our vision board, our individual vision board. We'll set goals for ourselves. We'll create accountability around those goals inside of the Natural Living Club as we go through the rest of the year together. That accountability will look like posts inside of our Natural Living Club, where you can pop in your updates. It will also look like live events. We'll be doing 1 live event each month paired with one of the areas of our 4 different quadrants for our vision board. It's going to be so much fun to do this together, and it's more fun to create meaningful, consistent change in our lives when we're doing that with other people. And that is a big goal of the Natural Living Club. So you can either purchase a ticket. It's $50 to attend the workshop, or it's free for Natural Living Club members. To become a Natural Living Club member, click the link or go to aromahead.com/NLC. It's $24 for the year, and that gives you access to special workshops that we do, like we're doing this coming Friday, September 12th, on creating our vision board together. It gives you access to different perks. You get a one-time, I believe it's 20% off your first order at Aromatics International. You get 15% off a class over at aromahead.com. You also get $20 to go as a gift card to go and spend at aromatics.com as a new member of the Natural Living Club. You just have 7 days to use up that $20. I'm trying to think of our other perks. So please join us so that you can have your free ticket, or you can pay the $50 either way, to our vision board workshop on September 12th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, I want to leave some time for questions. So if you have any questions that you would like me to answer, pop them in again to the chat, because I'm now looking here in the chat. We're officially done with our workshop for today. One very fun thing over inside of the Natural Living Club, we have our calendar all updated. So here I am. Let's pop on over to my computer. Inside of the Natural Living Club, if you go up to community, this is where you can look for discussions. You can start a discussion. You can search. We have over 15 months worth of content. There's gold in the comments, absolute gold. You can search just about anything and find information on it. You can also start a new conversation, and people will weigh in and help you with that. We have such wisdom in this group. We have profound wisdom with folks who love all different things about promoting a healthy lifestyle. And again, it's all about back to nature, back to plants, living as toxin-free as possible. Our essential oils are a big part of that. So here in Classroom is where you can find different courses. We have 2 free courses for our Natural Living Club members. We also have different links to different replays from live events that we've done in the past. Some replays have PDFs, some don't. Since we've been doing the drop-by-drop method, we don't have PDFs that go along with the event, so we might do a hybrid going forward, doing a PDF and drop-by-drop. We'll see. Here's the calendar where you can see different events that are happening. I just want to take a minute and look at the month of September. So here at 11 a.m., this is all, it will adjust for your time zone. Your computer view will look differently depending on where you are. It will adjust. For me, I'm in Mountain Time. So it will be at 11 a.m. Mountain Time for me, our vision board workshop just for Natural Living Club members. It's not open to the public like these events are. This is just for our Natural Living Club members. Then we're kicking off on September 22nd. One of our group members, Angie, suggested we do a book club. And I love that idea. So the first book we're going to read is Andrea Bouget's book, The Heart of Aromatherapy. This will be a live event where I will break down how it's going to work, how to engage, how we're going to blend as we go through the book. And I am curious too. I know Chris and Angie met for 2 hours this week or last week. and they are putting together how we're going to go about this book club. So they're going to let me know so that I can tell you on this live event. I'm so excited about that. We've also started an interfaith prayer warriors session, our first 30-minute live Zoom call where you can bring either a prayer request or something that's going really well, a rejoice. You can either share or rejoice on our interfaith prayer warriors Zoom meeting. You can actually turn off or turn on your camera and on your mic, and you can either type in your request in the comments or your rejoice. And again, this is very interfaith. You can be atheist, agnostic, Christian, Jewish, Hindu, whatever it is. You bring your system of belief, your faith to this group, and everyone who wants to participate will share something they want us to hold up or something they want us to rejoice. And in our own way, we will lift them up in prayer or whatever prayer looks like for you in this particular interfaith group. And I'm very excited about that. We kicked off last week with hundreds of comments of folks, and we all held space for each other because life is big. Lots of hills, lots of valleys. We are here for each other. So that's what's happening here in the month of September. Now, I love this map feature. You can find people close by you who actually live in your area. We have people from all over the world. Again, we have over 1,200 people in our group right now. You can find people that live close to you if you would like to do an in-person meetup. We have members who are doing that, which is very fun. All right, well, that concludes. Let me look at our comments before I commit to that. But that concludes our time together. We will be doing our next event again is for our Natural Living Club members only event. Will be our vision board workshop. We're going to finish the year strong together. That will be coming September 12th, this Friday. I can't wait to share. There'll be different journal activities. There'll be different ways to either visually or verbally put together your vision board quadrants. We're going to have a lot of fun. So yes, let's finish the year strong together. If you have any questions, I would please email team@aromahead.com as well after this event. All right. Well, this has been absolutely lovely. Thank you so much for being here. You're a huge part of this community, whether you're watching live or you're watching this replay 6 months from now. Thank you for being here. And I'm infusing all of the positive goodness of this whole community through the camera to wherever you're watching, whether you're live or watching the replay. So thank you for taking your time to be here, and we appreciate you so much. All right. That's it for now. I'll see anyone who's doing the vision board workshop. I'll see you Friday. Bye for now.